Hello and welcome. My name is Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to talk DTF versus sublimation. You might be confused. What is the right one to use when you're making shirts? Should you invest in a sublimation printer? Should you get a DTF printer? Should you order DTF prints? What are the pros and cons of both and how do you decide between the two? I am going to attempt to help you make your decision today, whether that's just for a single project that you have in mind or whether that is for long term. What should you invest in? What should you buy equipment for? How should you make your garments going forward? Let's chat DTF versus sublimation. So very quickly, let's talk about what sublimation and DTF are. So sublimation is a special ink printed with a special printer onto sublimation paper. And then you take that and heat it up and it bonds with the polyester in your fabric. So you need a polyester garment, at least 75% generally. You might get away with 65% in order to do sublimation. The other thing about sublimation ink is it's translucent, so you can see through it. So you need a light colored garment. So if you're talking about shirts, sublimation is generally for light colored polyester shirts. DTF, on the other hand, is printed and then a powder adhesive is applied to that ink. That is then cured with heat. And after that, you have a DTF print that can be applied to any color as well as any fabric that will withhold the heat of pressing the DTF print to the fabric. So with both methods, you do need a heat press. You do also need a printer or you need to purchase prints, either way. But DTF can basically work on any garment that you can imagine as long as it will withstand the heat. I will note that again. DTF is also advantageous because it has white ink and that white ink is opaque. So once you print and press that, you can't see through it. So you can put it on those dark colored garments with ease. However, if you're talking about longevity, sublimation probably wins. So sublimation becomes part of the fabric and it will literally last as long as the fabric lasts. DTF, however, does sit on top. Now it lasts a lot longer than a lot of the other heat transfer methods. However, it does still sit on top of the fabric and it can deteriorate over time. So you'll notice I mentioned a printer in both of those. Now a DTF printer is significantly higher in cost than a sublimation printer, and a DTF printer also requires more maintenance than a sublimation printer. However, once you get down to like the ink, the powder, and they both require heat press, a lot of the startup costs and the cost to operate are very similar. However, if you order DTF prints from someplace like Ninja Transfers, you actually don't have to buy your own DTF printer. So that means that startup cost is actually gone for using DTF prints. So in reality, anyone that has a heat press can use a DTF print. Sublimation is similar. I feel like the places that are selling sublimation prints are getting fewer and fewer, but I can still find places on Etsy where I can send in a design and order a sublimation print. So even if you don't have a printer in either case, you can definitely try out both of these methods. So let's walk through a typical sublimation project. So you are going to find your image and you are going to print it on a sublimation printer. You do print it mirrored and you need to be sure that you have sublimation ink. Then you go ahead and head to the heat press, preheat your shirt, and then add that sublimation print to the shirt, protective paper over the top and often inside the shirt as well, and then press. Then once you're done pressing, you go ahead and peel back that sublimation print and you reveal the gorgeous, vibrant results. Now, one thing to note here is that shirt, like I said before, and very important to note, it has to have a polyester content. So basically sublimation is a chemical reaction. That ink is reacting with the polyester under heat, and then it bonds with those polyester fibers to create that bright, vibrant image on a light colored polyester shirt. If you use any color of shirt, whatever color shirt that you have will show through the sublimation. That means if you were to sublimate directly onto a black shirt, the black would just show through the sublimation and you would think that nothing happened, like nothing appears on the shirt. That is because the black is showing through your ink. Also, if you were to sublimate on 100% cotton, a lot of times you don't get any transfer at all. And sometimes you might see a light transfer, but it might wash out later when you run it through the laundry. If you do sublimation correctly onto that polyester garment, it is not going anywhere. Now, there are several hacks floating around where you can sublimate. I am going to use air quotes here onto dark fabric. those hacks are actually sublimating onto something like a Sublimation HTV and applying that HTV to the fabric. That significantly decreases the life of the sublimation garment. I don't actually consider those sublimation on cotton. I consider all of those hacks. If you want true sublimation, you need to go directly onto a polyester garment. When walking through a DTF project, you can either order your DTF print completely printed, or you could print your DTF print on something like the X-Tool apparel printer that powders as well as cures the powder within the printer. I'm going to stop right here and note that I do have a full video on DTF safety, and watch that if you're considering purchasing a DTF printer. DTF powder and curing that powder is something that you should take seriously when it comes to safety. However, once you have the DTF print with that adhesive powder cured on it, it is so easy to press. That means if you order your prints, you get to the pressing process, which is unbelievably easy. You can go ahead and preheat that shirt if you would like. Then you just locate your DTF print, press, peel that sheet back that's covering the print, and then in order to get the longest life possible, you do want to cover that DTF print with something like butcher paper and then press a second time. That will get your DTF print down into those fibers and make it last even longer. Once you're done with that second press, that is it. That DTF shirt is ready to wear. So I'll note a couple things. Again, this can go on any fabric that can withstand the heat of the press. It has white ink, which you can't see through. So those DTF prints can go on any color. That means when you put it on black, it stands out just as bright and vibrant as any other color. And that, to me, is the really advantageous part of a DTF print. So not only if you order your DTF prints is it extremely easy to customize your garments, but second thing is it is extremely bright and vibrant no matter what I put it on. And I don't have to be fussy about what type of garment that I pick. Now I mentioned that DTF does sit on top of the fabric, so it does have a slight hand feel, so you can feel it on the shirt, but it is nothing like the thickness of an HTV or something like that. It does, to me, have a very soft feel on the shirt. So for me personally, it doesn't bother me at all to have a DTF print on a shirt, even like a full color large design. So now that I've explained all of that, let's get down to it. Which one is right for your project? If you have something that is white or light colored and has at least 75% polyester content, then sublimation is definitely right for your project. However, if you have a dark color garment or something that is, say, 100% cotton, DTF is definitely the right choice for your project. Now, I will note that in those two scenarios, DTF would work in both cases, which is one of the benefits of DTF, is that it is very versatile as far as the substrate that you're putting it on. So if you're looking for that design flexibility without limiting your fabric choices, DTF is often what I recommend to people. However, DTF, if you'll notice, I've talked a lot about garments because it is only for soft, porous surfaces. So the DTF prints that you order, if you buy that DTF printer, it is only going to be for those soft fabric, maybe wood surfaces, something that is porous. When we talk about sublimation, however, once you get your sublimation set up, if you order specialty sublimation blanks, you can also do hard surfaces. So we're talking tumblers, coasters, and so much more. So sublimation is more flexible when it comes to the wide variety of blanks that you can do. You just have to be sure that you're using the right type of blank. So specialty blanks that are poly-coated or polyester fabrics are required. Whereas with DTF and fabric surfaces, basically anything goes. And then sublimation, when done correctly on the right surface, it lasts a very, very long time. So for longevity, sublimation wins, hands down. I will say that DTF, when applied correctly, lasts a very long time. And I do like the way it wears, so it kind of wears away in a way that makes it like a vintage, concert tee or something. So I do like the way it wears over time. So while it does not bother me, if you wanted something that lasts the life of the garment, sublimation would definitely be something that you want to look into. Now, I ran through all that, but you don't have to choose just one. I do a wide variety of tutorials here using both sublimation as well as DTF prints, and no one has to choose between the two. It is very easy to, get a sublimation set up and order DTF prints from a place like Ninja Transfers. You don't have to have a setup for both of these in order to enjoy the crafts. So it may be that you enjoy sublimation crafting, but every once in a while you want to make a black 100% cotton shirt. That is okay. Order the DTF prints when that time comes. There are also tons of really cool methods that sort of combine different types of crafting, and those are some of my favorites as well. So you can also consider that when you're talking about sublimation and DTF, is ways to combine them both into one. So when you have a project, think, is this right for sublimation or is this right for DTF? Or could it possibly be both? And then I just need to sort of flip a coin and decide which one is right for me. Both are great apparel decoration methods, and you really can't go wrong with either of those as long as you follow the rules that I've talked about in this video. So there are certain rules for sublimation, there are certain rules for DTF. If you follow those rules, then you can't go wrong with your apparel decoration. You just need to choose the right one depending on what you want to create. Now, if you have any questions about anything I covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you like this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. I have tons of videos on sublimation as well as DTF, and I do have a video on sublimation shirts that are colored, so you can see the effects of that translucent ink and what it looks like when the color of the shirt changes the color of your design. So I would encourage you to watch that if you're like, I want to stick with sublimation and I want to use those light colored polyester garments. Be sure to watch that video so that you're not surprised at the outcome. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this and you'll stay tuned for more creative, crafty content right here. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.